Welcome to the Kringle podcast with Nicole and Ashley. And this month, the month of December, we will be reviewing our favorite holiday TV episodes. Stay tuned. It's Christmas. Everybody is busy with work, except for Max has a date, which was interesting because I would think, because the way this show is, you would think Regine would be the one with the date and Max be
Yeah.
busy with work since she was a lawyer. But Regine was busy with work at the boutique. Khadijah's were busy with her magazine, trying to get issues out. Overton, he got handyman stuff to do
Kyle was busy with everyone was busy with
with
work.
work, except
Max
for
was
Max
busy
had
with
a date.
Michael.
Synclaire is really trying to get this Christmas spirit going. She got everybody singing jingles, Christmas carols, until they all have to disperse to their various what you call it, not requirements, but obligations.
Yeah.
And Sinclair is sad. She's like, dang, it's Christmas. And everyone is telling her, I guess they're telling her little tidbits about what the holidays mean to them.
Hmm.
Kyle's Kwanzaa. He's like,
Oh, you
listen,
know if anybody gonna be Kwanzaa, it is Kyle. Kyle was gonna be look. Kyle is Kwanzaa, and that's what you need to know.
Kyle was really big on African
Listen,
ancestry.
outside of work, when Kyle went to his office, Kyle was suit and tie. But
Mm-hmm.
outside of work, Kyle
Oh,
had on like African print clothing. Kyle had
exactly.
on like harem pants. Kyle was very Afro boho
Afrocentric, yes.
chic. I know he lives in Brooklyn. Kyle don't live in the Bronx. Kyle don't live in Harlem. Kyle don't live on Long Island or Staten Island or Queens.
Mm-mm.
Kyle looks very Brooklyn. Kyle is going to the parades. Kyle is going
Mm-hmm.
to the Caribbean festivals. If it got anything to do with the African diaspora,
He's
Kyle
there.
is there. Okay?
So Sinclair's kind of bummed. Everybody kind of left, and she's alone on Christmas. And so she's just like, well, damn. She ends up at a bar, sad.
Well, she guilts everybody first. She gets to know them throughout this episode. So she learns that Khadijah really wanted a starfish. Regine wants her kin and a
She
Corvette.
wanted the Barbie set, the Barbie dream house,
Yes.
Corvette, Ken, everything. She never
Max
got it.
says
That's the
that,
thing. Like, she never
yeah,
got it for Christmas.
yes. Max really she said that the last Christmas that was really good was when she played the Rat King in the Nutcracker. Overton wanted Kyle to tape the little engine that could, but Kyle wasn't able to
The
do it.
cartoon Christmas special, yeah.
Yeah, she never learns what Kyle wants.
Just that he is Kwanzaa, and he said he's not into the commercial, the buying stuff. He's like,
Mhm.
Kwanzaa handmade gifts. That's what's important to him.
But I also wish, like, you see how Kyle dressed. You could have got him some clothes. You could have got him a gift card.
No,
I
but
think
that's not what Kwanzaa is, though. Kwanzaa is, I don't know all the
you're
principles
right. You
by
just said,
heart,
yep, you're right.
but
Handmade
you have
stuff.
to, they're not about buying, you're not
Yeah.
buying Kwanzaa gifts.
I feel like sometimes Kyle gets the show. Like, we never know who Kyle's parents are. We only meet his brother.
No, it's true.
Sometimes I wish we knew a little bit more about Kyle. Like, why did he move to New York? We know why
Mm-hmm.
Overton moved to
Because
New
he and
York.
Overton were friends. Because they always talk
In
about they went to
Cleveland.
high school together. Yeah.
Yeah. But we
Maybe I'm
don't,
assuming to work on Wall Street. Did he get
I
the
guess,
job
but
first?
that, I guess, but you don't necessarily have to work in Wall Street to work in finance.
Or did
But
he go to
maybe,
college in New York? Like, we don't know. Like, did he go to NYU? Did we know what
You see how
school
we don't know
Kyle
that? You
went
see
to?
how we know that Khadijah went to Howard? Khadijah and Max
Yeah.
went to Howard. We know this. Like, we don't know that about Kyle.
What school he went to? Yeah.
Yeah. Um, that
Even
would be
Max,
like
because
a
Max
cute,
was from Philly. So how Max gets to New
yeah.
York?
Max goes from Philly to DC to New York because Max either goes to Columbia or NYU law school. Like, she
Okay.
yeah. I want to say I have to figure that out. But I believe she's in law school because when Max and Regine get into that fight, when Max is their roommate, she's like, I'm about to be a lawyer. I'm about to pass the bar. So I'm thinking that you are in law school when you
Oh,
live
when
in New
that
York.
flashback when they were living in the same when Max was living with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. So she learns what everyone wants and she delivers these presents, not personally, but like she leaves them where they can find them. So she leaves the starfish at the flavor office. She gets into Max's apartment somehow and leaves the Nutcracker tickets to
Tickets
the
to the
Nutcracker.
Nutcracker.
Dance Theater of Harlem, honey. She goes to Regine's job and leaves them there. It's something about it though felt just a little shady. Like it felt like, oh, because you could have hand delivered these gifts. Be like, let me leave this here for you so you can find it.
She's like, "Well, you guys don't want to celebrate Christmas. Well, okay, I'll just. That's fine. Here's your gift."
Synclaire does that. Do you remember the episode where Regine has kind of been lying about how important she is at her job?
Yes.
And Sinclair is like, "Hey, can
She
you
was
get me
working
on? Get
at
me
the
on this
soap.
soap opera."
Yeah, she was working at the TV.
Yeah, and so Regine has to save face, and she's like, "Look, nah, I'm not about to help you out." But really, she can't help her out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so Sinclair is like, "Okay, I'll just go back and tell everyone you couldn't help me, bitch. Don't fucking threaten me. Don't do that. I don't like that about Sinclair. I don't like that shit. Mm-mm.
But Sinclair got everyone together, back together for Christmas, which is, I guess, was the goal. I guess you felt like everyone was a little bit too into their own individual lives.
Which is true. As much as Sinclair gets on my nerves sometimes, she
She wanted her new family. It's like,
she
because
did what needed to be done.
everyone, like we mentioned, no one is from. Was Khadijah from New York?
They're from Jersey.
Jersey. Okay,
Regine and Khadijah are from New
Khadijah.
Jersey. Sinclair is from Minneapolis. Maxine is from
Kyle
Philly. Overton and
and
Kyle from
Kyle and
Cleveland.
so they're in a city where they don't have family. And
Yeah,
so they are each other's family.
that's
And
true.
so you can tell Sinclair was really wanted that family environment. She's like, listen, we're family. We're not just roommates. We're not just friends. I know you're my cousin, but we are all a family and we need to all spend the holidays together. And so that's what I mean, she got that. She goes to this bar and she finds people to sing Christmas carols with her.
Did you check Regine's mom? Did you see her? She was playing one of the extras. I was like, y'all thought y'all was gonna get
Oh,
that past me? You wasn't.
Chipfields. Miss Chip was in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Her mama stay working. I can't be
Listen,
mad at that.
not at all.
Sinclair also left a note to Overton saying that she's gone, but she drew a map to where she was. So that's how the crew was able to find her at the bar, singing carols with her new friends. And they're like, "Girl, Sinclair, like, we get the message. It's important to spend." I mean, I like this. This was a cute episode
Oh, it was
of, like,
adorable.
that she brought everyone together
It was
in her
absolutely
own little way.
adorable. Yeah, it's one of my favorite Christmas
Christmas
episodes for like
episodes.
black sitcoms. I really like the way Living Single did holidays. I really like
Mhm.
the way they did it. In the way that, I mean, no shade, but I kind of skip over Martin holidays. Cause I like the Thanksgiving episodes, but sometimes with the Christmas episodes, I feel like it's never about the core group. It's always
Mhm.
like just Martin and Gina, or it's a talent show or something. Like it's like I don't
Oh
want
yeah, they
like
didn't
just give
spend
me,
Christmas together. Yeah.
yeah, like just give me the regular folks. Like what is going on? But I really like the way that Living Single did Thanksgiving with like Scooter announcing that he wants to go on the road. Um, I like that. I like the way they did Christmas, keeping it really realistic. Like we're not going to have Christmas together, but like we can learn this lesson about what family, what chosen
Mhm.
families mean.
Right. And it was didn't have that typical magical moment where like Santa brings everyone together, which Sinclair joked about because when they were at the bar and the Santa left, they're like, "Oh, where's Santa? Maybe his purpose was to bring everyone together and he
Yeah.
disappeared." Because then you hear the jingle bells in the background and you see the sleigh,
hmm
floating off in the sky. It was like, nope, Santa's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like,
She's definitely like, I think she learns I'm Santa. I'm
yeah.
Sansa. Like I'm the she's definitely like the heart of the group. And I think she's also like the moral compass of the group. I'm thinking
Mhm.
about, when Heavy D is marrying Vivica A. Fox and Vivica A. Fox is cheating on Heavy D with the best man. Like it is important for Synclaire to have Regine put a stop to this. You know, it just feels like um she is the one who really cares about everyone's well-being in a way that it's like she's the emotional side to Khadijah.
She is.
Yeah, cuz Khadijah really, like, everybody cares about everybody. I mean, even when Max like tells Kyle like, "Hey, if your boss start acting crazy with you, I can be your lawyer. Like it's nothing. Like don't think that that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? But I think that no one is wearing their heart on their sleeve in the way that Sinclair is.
Family is important to Sinclair.
Yeah. And I don't think we've seen Sinclair in other shows. I don't think we've seen, other than Abbott Elementary with Quinta, maybe. Like, she's a little naive.
Mhm.
Um, she's just,
Once every she's like a everything is positive. It's like, girl,
yeah.
no.
Yeah. So I think that might be the only Sinclair that we have. Who are the other Sinclairs? Nobody on Insecure was Sinclair.
No.
Nobody on Girlfriends was Sinclair.
Nope.
Nobody on Harlem. We Run
Nope.
the World. None of them are Sinclair.
No. That's important because I think people, when they think about Sinclair, they view her as like the quirky, awkward
hmm
black girl. But she was really very empathetic and
hmm
family was important to her.
Yeah.
Even with when her found out her parents was getting divorced, she was just like,
hmm
Um, anytime Khadijah's mom came in town
Yeah.
or
Even
Regine's
when
mom, like,
Max moms came in town.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, I think it's so great that she's coming to visit her little Maxie Waxy.
right. So you can tell
She
Sinclair,
cares. Yep.
she was very family oriented. I mean, she the only one who really got married. Not
She is the only
saying,
one who got married.
yeah.
And we have said this before. Sinclair had her man season 2.
Hmm.
Because that's another thing that
Hell,
I was
season
like,
one, because in this episode, Overton had the mistletoe and getting them
sure
kisses, and
did.
he was just
Sure
like,
did. But we
got
can
it,
also
got it.
see like in season 2 or 1 where Overton kind of dates
He
Freddie.
does. He does
What's
go on another
I'm
date.
sorry,
And
I'm
then
skipping out on her name.
no, when his ex girlfriend, well, that was no, he was with Synclaire. Was he with
Yeah, that
Synclaire
was
with his
season
ex
3.
girlfriend?
That
Okay.
was season 3, episode 2. But when she, cause it, Overton has been like, girl, I've been trying to get with you for the longest time. You ain't
Mhm.
giving me nothing. Like, let me go on this date with this girl. Like, let me see what she doing. And then all of a sudden, Synclaire is like, okay, hold on. But I think it doesn't take much. In a way, like Synclaire, like it. You know how Max was just like, girl, how immature are we gonna be now? You're a lawyer. You love Kyle. Why y'all playing
Yeah.
these
She was
games?
playing games
It took Synclaire 1.5 episodes
to be
to
like, oh,
realize that,
this my
like,
man.
oh, this man, oh, he ain't playing with me. Like, I gotta figure this out. Like,
Mhm.
what am I doing? You know? So yeah. She be getting on my nerves, but we love Synclaire.
We do. And she was always the one. She always brought people together, the bright
Hmm.
sunshine. Um, she was the kind of like the glue of the crew in a
Yeah,
way.
I think so. I think so. I think that I wonder how close the two apartments would have been had it not been for Synclaire, because
Yeah.
Overton wouldn't have had a reason to be over
Yeah, to
there
come
all the
down there and
time.
him and Kyle, they
Yeah,
probably just would have just passed by in the hallway, not even
yeah. Like they would have came, like they're
they would have
friends for
said
sure.
hi, but they're not gonna be
Yeah,
over their house every day,
yeah.
you
Not
know.
every day how they typically are. Yeah,
Oh, we need more Sinclairs.
we do. We
Girls,
really do.
people who have a heart. Everyone is so focused, career focused.
Yeah.
Sinclair was definitely family first.
She reminds me, like, I think she kind of gives me Charlotte vibes from Sex in the City. Even, I mean, think Living Single comes out first, right?
Yeah.
And I think Sinclair, I really do think that the show uses Sinclair's character as a way to build Phoebe from Friends, because we already know, like, kind
Oh,
of the tension between that. It's
all of
like
the
y'all
characters.
completely copied that. Y'all completely copied this show, completely copied it. And Phoebe, I
I didn't
mean,
even
Phoebe
watch
has kind of
Friends.
a troubled past, so there's like some violence in her past. So, I think that's the only thing that they added. But I mean, she's like a fucking carbon copy of Sinclair.
I mean, they all were, but that is another story for. Well, I mean, they all talk about it, and the people on Friends acting like, "What? Really? This really happened?" But you know, black people, we always thought we all the creators of everything. So,
Facts.
what was the other Living Single Christmas episode? Oh, I
Mm,
looked it up. It was when Overton had the cabin
I
and
like that episode too. Hey y'all, hope you enjoyed the show. Hit us up on Instagram at Curry Gumbo. Hope to see you next week. Bye.